Gentle Monster is probably the best avant-garde brand in the world. They've understood their aesthetic and their approach. They're executing it in a way that even if you're someone that doesn't align with avant-garde style or brands, it's still very cool. And they're a perfect example of a brand who you can analyze for pull marketing, which is kind of more focused on experiential and interactive marketing that brings people into your brand or into your store. Gentle Monster was founded by Han-Kook Kim, and he is a Korean creative, and he saved up every penny to start Gentle Monster. And he wanted to create Gentle Monster because he wanted to disrupt the optical industry. So interestingly, the optical industry is owned by a monopoly called Luxottica. And he started the business Gentle Monster by going B2B. So he wanted to get his products into the optical stores, and it didn't work. So then he pivoted and went direct to consumer. But what was interesting is in his strategy for going direct to consumer, the first thing that he wanted to focus on was in-store experience. And this really hadn't been done because all the brands were owned by that one big brand. He wanted to make his store experiences super interesting and engaging so that people wanted to talk about it and it would pull them in. So it was really hard for him to break people from going to the store to choose from all the brands for finding a reason to go into just his store to just look at one brand. So he had to make the store super interesting, which is why Gentle Monster is so cool. So their first store, just because you've seen them, and the first store was really interesting and weird. So they got this it was in their high end kind of like Beverly Hills district in Seoul, but they got this black building, and then outside of the black building they created this pirate ship, and you had to walk through the pirate ship, and it was just a bridge to bring you into the store. So it served no purpose. And then once you walked into the store, the first floor was like a steampunk, really vintage, kind of musky feel to the store. You could watch people make the glasses through glass. When you went to the second floor, it was living walls. So it was all green moss and had a very natural green feel. And then the third floor was a futuristic, kind of Mad Max whited out desert. So he had 4 very different installations of artistic, and the glasses were second, which is why it was so cool. So it was where am I? What is this? It's so weird, but it makes the glasses interesting because they're just sitting within a art installation. What I love about Gentle Monster is brands aren't investing enough in actually doing or saying something meaningful that makes the customer feel a certain type of way when they rock that brand.
But their logo is not that visible on some of the
glasses. It's just text. It's just it says Gentle Monster, but it's not text. It's not you're representing the Gucci fashion house. When you wear Gentle Monster, you're actually signaling I'm cool. Because it's not you're cool because it costs more, or it's not cool because Donatella Versace says it is, or Kim Kardashian says it is. It's cool because when you actually go into the store, it's art installations.
You tactilely sense it. It almost goes back a little bit to how Aesop had their target market.
It's an experience. What Gentle Monster is doing within the optical industry exists in all industry, right? You want to look for the people that are doing something different but is authentic to their brand. And that's why Gentle Monster is so cool, is they just didn't decide one year to do an installation, like Chanel did one fashion show at the Space Center, and they launched the rocket. That was a very cool, highly regarded fashion show, but that's not their brand. And Gentle Monster has built a brand by capturing and investing what is true to them, which is a strange aesthetic. And I think that this is actually a better strategy to follow if you're a smaller, medium-sized business that's wanting to break through, because Gentle Monster is a highly well-executed brand that moves away from what's normal in sunglasses. And that's an important case study for services and the product industry.